Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. May I have your kind attention? Please be reminded that the reception is about to start. 2020 has been a tough year. As per the SOP of RMCO, the Chinese Embassy has decided to hold this online reception on the 71st anniversary of the founding of the People's Republic of China, and also on bidding farewell to His Excellency Ambassador Bai Tian.
Memori yang tidak mungkin terpadam.
Angka terkini penularan coronavirus di mana China terus merekodkan tren peningkatan dalam
中国人民来说我们现在正在进行着一场严肃的斗争。
Kita menjadi terlalu kerdil menempuh pertarungan ini.
I think Malaysia and China have this long tradition of helping each other in time of crisis. And of course, when the epidemic broke out in Wuhan, I think the feeling of friendship and concern was also felt among Malaysians.
We knew the situation is pretty desperate. We already saw the news reports, and when somebody actually called us for help, we readily agreed. It's a natural thing. When people are in need, we should help them.
其实也不只是华人有捐赠去给中国，其实我们感到非常欣慰是马来人啊，还有印度的一些朋友啊，他们也是有做捐赠的。
Di saat ada yang memerlukan, kita jaga kita.
Pihak kerajaan menyumbang 18 juta sarung tangan untuk dihantar ke Wuhan dalam usaha membantu China dalam proses rawatan pesakit coronavirus.
他们非常感激马来西亚，他们在这里受到了非常好的治疗和款待，感受到了马来西亚的人民的这种友好的情谊，对马来西亚留下了一个非常好的印象。
The lyrics just said that they are not alone. We are here all together supporting them. Yeah.
Ucapan buat dari Wuhan, China dan juga yang mangsa-mangsa yang terkena juga tu sebab saya rasa banyak.
我要跟中国的朋友们说加油，
中国加油，武汉加油。
不仅有我，大家齐聚一堂，给你力量。加油！加油！ 力
Kementerian Kesihatan Malaysia hari ini mengesahkan satu
Pesakit
lagi
merupakan seorang lelaki warga negara Malaysia.
Kementerian Kesihatan mengesahkan jangkitan coronavirus yang pertama di Malaysia.
Dan untuk itu kerajaan memutuskan untuk melaksanakan perintah kawalan pergerakan di seluruh negara.
Tak kisah siapa pun, memang kita kena tolong lah. Kalau orang dalam kesusahan kan, kita kena letakkan kita punya sifat ihsan manusia tu first lah.
Oh no, we cannot refuse. What happen kalau I pun stranded someday? What happen if my parents stranded?
Mari kita bekerja bersama-sama untuk mengatasi wabak ini.
我们一起为大马加油！
Kami bersama dengan kamu.
马来西亚
加油！
马来西亚
加油！
Malaysia boleh.
The blessing with this COVID-19 as far as bilaterals between Malaysia and China, I think that it has bonded us and made us even closer together.
Stay strong, Malaysia. China will be with you.
So bukit sama didaki, lurah sama dituruni, 我们都是一家人。
马来西亚方面医院医生的这个专业和敬业的精神，其实也有值得我们学习的地方。可以说不光是个抗疫之旅，也是一个友情之旅。
The only goal that we have is to reduce or end COVID transmission in our community.
Kita mesti menang. Keyakinan kita pegang.
Wuhan, the epicenter of the COVID-19 pandemic, lifted its lockdown on April the 8th.
Memulakan dengan berita baik ini kerana buat kali pertama
hanya satu kes import dilaporkan setakat 12 tengah hari tadi, iaitu angka harian terendah pernah dicatatkan.
Setibanya perakhiran, ayo berjabatlah tangan, erat perpelukan. Ingat janji temu kita di bawah sinar mentari, kita bersua.
玉山一起爬，玉沟一起跨，加油加油加油！
This year, the Chinese embassy decides to host the online reception to celebrate our National Day. My gratitude goes to all the guests and friends who are with us online at this moment, celebrating the 71st anniversary of the founding of the People's Republic of China. 2020 is a very special year. At its very beginning, China was first hit by COVID-19. Facing the formidable challenges, the Chinese government and people stood as one and went all out to save every life there was to save. In just 2 months, the daily confirmed cases decreased to one-digit level from thousands a day. And in just 3 months, there were no more new cases in the epicenter, Hubei province and Wuhan city, which marked the moment of triumph for China's fight against COVID-19. From then on, China started to resume work and people's life came back to normal. And to our delight, China has achieved a 3.2% GDP growth in the second quarter of 2020, which practically makes China the first major economy in the world to get back to the track of economic recovery. If we compare the pandemic to a big test, then the Chinese government has withstood the test with its strong leadership and the mass mobilization ability. The Chinese people has withstood the test with our indomitable and unyielding national spirit, as well as our courage and willingness to sacrifice for the greater good. Of course, these accomplishments would not be possible without the solid foundation China has laid through its 71-year development. In the past 71 years, China has never stopped reforming and innovating and progressing, and blazed its trail in good governance that suits our own conditions. China has established a full-fledged national economy system and a mature industry chain from the ruins of war, and greatly strengthened the resilience of our economy and society. China has raised to the ranks of great technology powers in the world with nothing but our own bare hands to start with, which is the reason why our hands are holding the weapons against the pandemic that we need when we need it. While we are keeping the pandemic in check within our borders, China never hesitates to cooperate with others in this common fight for all humanity. We shared information with WHO as fast as we can. We shared our experience in disease control and treatment as often as we can, and we contributed funds and medical supplies to the international community as much as we can. In his speech to the 73rd session of the World Health Assembly in May, Chinese President Xi Jinping has announced that China will make its coronavirus vaccine a global public good once available. Chinese State Councilor and Foreign Minister Wang Yi also said that China will prioritize Southeastern nations in distributing COVID-19 vaccine at the recent China-ASEAN Foreign Ministers video conference. In Malaysia, I'm doing my best to carry out to the fullest our leaders' views and concept on the global battle against COVID-19, which is themed solidarity and cooperation. In the past 10 months, there was a time when the pandemic hit China the hardest, and there was a time when COVID-19 reached its peak in Malaysia. However, China and Malaysia shared will and woe and conquered the hardship together. Now, face masks and clinical gloves are the new tokens of friendship between us. What's more, we are glad to see growth in Chinese investment in Malaysia and Malaysia export to China in the first half of 2020, disregarding the overall downward pressures in the world economy. This proves once again the complementariness and also the bright prospect of our bilateral cooperation. Going forward, China will work together with Malaysia and enhance our cooperation in vaccine development and resumption of production. We will continue to fight the battle of pandemic control and economic recovery side by side, shoulder by shoulder. We will fight as one until we win as one. China also looks forward to collaborating with all countries, Malaysia included, to promote international solidarity and cooperation, to uphold the multilateralism and international justice. Together, we can put an end to regional conflicts and global issues. Together, we can revive the global economy back to growth and prosperity. Together, we can build a better future for our children. Next, please allow me to say the following in Chinese. 今天除了是中国国庆之外，还是中华民族的传统节日中秋佳节。因为疫情，今年的中秋节显得格外特别，很多人可能无法与亲人团聚。借此机会，我想向所有在马来西亚的中国同胞以及马来西亚的华人华侨们致以节日的问候，祝大家但愿人长久，千里共婵娟。我还要特别向在马的中国公民说一句话，那就是 不论你身在何处，大使馆永远是你们的家。Ladies and gentlemen, for myself, 2020 is also a special year because I will soon conclude my term and return to China. Just like every Chinese ambassador before me, promoting China and Malaysia friendly cooperation is my sole lofty mission. In the past 3 years, I have faced many challenges, like dramatic changes in Malaysia's domestic politics and COVID-19 pandemic. Nevertheless, however the situation changes, China-Malaysia friendship and cooperation remain unchanged. The mutual trust between China and Malaysia have become even stronger, and the prospect of our cooperation has become broader, and the quality of our cooperation has become higher, and the resilience of our bilateral ties has become even tougher. We're now having more friends in Malaysia from all walks of life. Our bilateral economic cooperation has been gradually expanded from the lower industry chain of manufacturing business, trade of primary products, and contract construction to the high-level electronics, biomedicine, and green energy industries. Our bilateral trade volume and the Chinese investment in Malaysia and the number of Chinese tourist arrivals visiting Malaysia keep rising to new heights year by year. Our cooperation in science, education, culture, defense, and other areas has all borne fruitful results. As the one who has witnessed and experienced these positive developments, and the one who has shed a lot of sweat for them, I may tell myself that, yes, you have fulfilled the duty and lived up to the expectations of many. As a diplomat, I live a life of coming and going, meeting new people and bidding old friends farewell. I'm going home in a few weeks' time, but my heart will stay here. I will remember how the waving Malaysian flags and gorgeous parades overwhelmed the Merdeka Square with pride and joy in the face of the Malaysian people on Merdeka Day. I will remember how the Petronas Twin Towers gleam with brilliance under the high noon sun. I will remember how the traffic never rests on the North-South Expressway, and how the smiles of Malaysian children warm my heart like a summer's day. I will remember Malaysia by its melodic, emotive Malay Bandun full of wisdom, by its ravishing islands with sun, sand, and sea, by its unique charm of different religions, races, and cultures living in harmony. But there's more to remember. I will remember the high expectations for China-Malaysia cooperation from Prime Minister Tan Sri Muhyiddin, Foreign Minister Datuk Seri Hishamuddin, and so many other cabinet ministers. I will remember the scene where the Chinese and Malaysian engineers toil together, shoulder by shoulder on ECRL. I will remember the excitement in my heart when the first cargo of frozen whole fruit Musanking durian set sail to China. I will remember how the giant pandas Xing Xing and Liang Liang in Zoo Negara won the affection from Malaysian children. With the COVID-19 ravaging from the beginning of the year, I've got a few more sites to remember. The sites that the Malaysian friends from all walks of life were donating funds and supplies to China when the COVID-19 hit Wuhan in January and February. The site that the Malaysian friends were chanting Wuhan stay strong, and the resolute face of Malaysia bully in the eyes of the doctors and nurses of Hospital Kuala Lumpur and Hospital Sungai Buloh when I handed over the much needed face masks and PPEs to them in March and April. And there's one more thing what I will never forget, which
is a Malay proverb that I have repeated countless times. Buki sama didagi, luru sama didung runi. This is a vivid testimony of the profound friendship between the two true friends who always come to help each other in times of need. As one saying goes, not everything that counts can be counted. It is impossible for me to recollect all the precious moments and memories that I have with Malaysia in the last 3 years or so in merely just a few pages long speech. But I will take them all with me back to China, leaving just my sincere gratitude and best wishes with my Malaysian friends. I wish to thank all Malaysian friends for your support to me and to the Chinese embassy. I hope you could support my successor in the same way and push China-Malaysia relations to new heights. I also want to thank my colleagues from the Chinese embassy for your devotion and hard work in supporting me in carrying out the solemn mission as a Chinese ambassador to Malaysia. As for wishes, I would like to wish Malaysia political stability and social harmony and economic prosperity in the coming years. I hope Malaysian people could accomplish more achievements in nation building and once again let the world hear the roar of the tiger of Asia. I wish China and Malaysia could carry on the close mutual trust and the mutually beneficial cooperation. I wish united and working together, we will create a better future for our children. To conclude, I would like to wish my motherland a happy 71st birthday. I would like to also wish for a brighter and prosperous future for Malaysia and an everlasting friendship between China and Malaysia, between our two nations and two peoples. China boleh, Malaysia boleh. Thank you very much.
我很有幸能在这个时期来到马来西亚。我与马来西亚的缘分啊，确实不浅。
China and Malaysia will always be good neighbors, trustworthy brothers, sincere friends in the years to come.
海和浪花一朵，浪是那海的之子，海是那浪的依托。
Stay strong, Malaysia. China will be with you.
我们都是一家人。
Selamat Hari Raya Aidilfitri.
大使一直说要多运动、减减肥，可是说实话，没见他怎么运动过，还是太忙了。
虽然他叫白天，但他工作起来不分白天黑夜。我记得白天大使最忙的时候，一天有7场活动。
大使很喜欢马来西亚的榴莲，真心是个榴莲铁粉，也经常和我们大家一起分享。
讲真话，非常好吃。
And he's a very kind-hearted person. We live like a family here.
大使伯伯，感谢您关心我们的学习成长。
希望大使抽时间多锻炼锻炼，工作以外，身体健康、享受生活也很重要。
未来我会以您为榜样，学习您对马来西亚和中马友谊这份真挚的热爱，为中马友好做出一份自己的努力。
希望大使以后有机会常回马来西亚看看，再尝尝地道的马来西亚榴莲。
And I wish he's successful in his future.
祝您身体健康，万事如意。